Hello Musici, in this video let's analyze one of your minuets. Welcome to this new video. I'm Riccardo, I'm Musicus Practicus, and here on the internet I teach all the world how to compose music in the Renaissance and Baroque style. Today there's a very interesting video because this is a minuet composed by one of you, which is following the complete series on Ripple, because we are studying Ripple treatises with examples, and this guy, Noah Orton from the United States, hello Noah, wrote a couple of minuets following the principle explained in Ripple's book. So in this video and in another video, we're going to check his two minuets, because he asked me, hey Ricardus, have been studying the Ripple treatise and learning properly to compose a minuet. If you have time, could you review a couple that I have written recently? Yes. Let's do now the first minuet. Let's review now the first minuet, the one in C major, and then there is another one in A major. Norton, Norton. Noah Orton. I don't know why Norton and antivirus came to my mind. No. Shh. Noah Orton, not Norton. Forgive me. It's an own Patreon with a longer subscription, so join us so you can learn something new every day about sequences. Now you're studying sequences and things related to sequences in from Bach's repertoire, and then to improvise them and compose them. Ripple compositions, all the composition things based on Ripple, and other things, chorale, we are doing every day. Now, this is an example this is the first minuet, so let's start by playing the minuet as composed, and then let's do our considerations. Let's go. Bene. Okay, I played this quite slow because I wasn't sure about some passages, but now let's see one phrase at a time. The very good thing, first of all, is that this is a minuet, and the phrasing is very good. It's 4+4, so the phrasing works, and we have a cadence after 4 bars. Cadence here, cadence here, cadence here, cadence here. Very nice. Then, something else. In order to help the performer who has to play your composition, it's much better if you write this way, or with just a single line, so that when I go to the following line, I won't miss the lines to read. And one more thing, it's not necessary that you write every time the time signature. Just the first time is enough. Only the beginning. Okay, so now let's focus on the first phrase. Okay, the first thing I would do is a consideration about the second and the fourth bar. It's very nice the fact that you did 2+2. This is what the minuet wants. At the same time, this B is working as an appoggiatura to the C. So maybe even better, in some cases, not necessarily, but to write like a C, only a C and an appoggiatura this way. It can even work. It's even true that in this case we have another harmony, so this creates a 3-4-6 harmony. So in this specific context, the best choice is as you did. But in other contexts, we may prefer an appoggiatura, especially when that note here is a dissonance. For example, here we may even write a C, because la fa sol fa mi la sol fa la fa sol mi, with an appoggiatura this way. When you play it, it's the same, because this appoggiatura takes 2 quarters, okay, so a half note. But just a little consideration in writing. What sounds quite bad is this interval, DA, because it's a perfect consonance, and a perfect consonance in this style, at the beginning of the bar, it's very empty, especially if you have two voices. So you may choose, if you choose an imperfect consonant, it's much better this way. F, and then you use the converging cadence. How does it work? The converging cadence is a cadence based on the fourth degree, which becomes raised fourth degree with a sharp fa, mi, fa, and a rise to the fifth degree. This way, you create a half cadence. So by doing this way, so it's okay to start with a perfect consonant. Here we are in the middle of the speech, just this. So, la, so an imperfect consonant is much better. At the beginning, it's okay. Do, mi, fa, la, sol, fa, mi. Then, fa, mi, sol, sol. There is one more thing here. You are moving. You're here, and this is a 4/6 at all. So if I want to write a figure bass, I would write a 4/6 followed by a 6/3, and this will be legate, this note, legato. Why? Because this 4/6 is changing the harmony. It's not a 4/6 which is resolving itself. Here I will write a legato, these two notes that way. Then I'm expecting something which continues very stepwise. This way. And pay attention to another thing. The same problem with the fifth. Even if it's less problematic because this is followed by a sixth. But these are parallel fifth. So as you can see. Maybe okay if you do another imperfect consonant. So an imperfect consonant here, but these are parallel fifth. So how to make the second phrase sound much better? For example, la, sol, fa, mi, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, sol. You can move stepwise this way, fa, mi, sol, and even this can be okay because in terms of harmony, fa, fa, mi, sol, you can imagine a little passing tone, sol, 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 fa, mi, and even if you don't write it, it's okay. Can be part of the harmony. If I am the continuo player who plays the harmony, here I would write 3, 5, then 3, 6, as you can see, 3, 6. Here 6 meaning 3, 6. So that's okay with the 4, with the other fourth here. So in that case, 3, 4, 6, it's perfect. This cannot work, of course, because of the parallel fifth. But what we can do, this passage is okay, so we can change the A. How? So we can put another imperfect consonants. Let's see. No, something contrary motion. Because the end, the final cadence is very nice. This works. And one more thing, here we need a D, a D because this is an arpeggio. This way. I know that you may say, okay, but this is a 4. True, is a 4, but what if you do an arpeggio in the same direction? Is an arpeggio. Don't change the direction this way. This is a problem because you come back, so you create a 4/6. But if you continue in the same direction, that's okay. Now, in order to connect these two sections, let's see what we can do, because there may be even the possibility to change that C. Let's see what we can do. Fa, sol, 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 fa, for example, If you do this, parallel thirds, basically. Fa, sol, mi, fa, sol, do, fa, sol, mi, fa, sol, mi, fa, sol, do. It's very nice for another reason. What was the reason? Here we had 2 down and 3 up melodically. So a kind of movement 2 down, 3 up. Fa, mi, sol, mi. Then there is the opposite. 2 up and then 3 down. So there is a rhetorical meaning in this inversion, and this is very nice. This way, in the intervals we have, there is 5, 6, 4, implying a 3-4-6 harmony, 3 augmented 4, ta, tan, tan. Oh. No. I missed a passage. This is a 3 up. Okay, it's not anymore a perfect inversion, mirrored inversion, but it's like an expansion, you know. Instead of 2 down, we don't have 2 up, but 3 up, okay? And instead of 3 up, we don't have 3 down, but 4 down. Can work as an expansion of the intervals. Fa, mi, sol, fa, la, mi, fa, sol, fa. But what is very interesting is that fa, sol, fa. This is very nice in the development of the phrase. Then 3, 4, we said 3, 8, 3, 6, 8, 3, 8, and then the arpeggio. One thing that you can do to improve your writing consists in exactly this, in writing the numbers, writing the intervals. It's very important to write the intervals and be aware of the counterpoint that you're playing. Okay, so let's play again the first phrase from the beginning to the end. Or ta dun dun ta. Now, second section. Here you want to do a fonte, and let's say that the fonte is very nice, it works. And I really like how you make the fonte la sol fa sol ascending here, and sol fa fa mi, then descending. This creates a very good contrast. What is not the best thing is the bass for a couple of things. This can work, this augmented second can work, but leaving the augmented second with that lip is quite harsh. What you can do, you can take the opportunity of doing an imitation. La, sol, ta, ti, re, fa, la, sol, fa, mi. And now we'll find the correct notes. Like when Ripple says that when one of the two voices has long notes, the other one should move faster to have a continuous, okay, at least flowing. Here in the fonte, an imitation can be very nice in the style. So la sol fa or la sol fa. But you want to do fa la fa sol fa mi sol fa fa mi. What about something like this? Fa, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, sol, fa, la, sol. This the hermaphrodite fonte. Fa, la, sol, fa. The reason why we are using this is because of the fact that we may have an augmented second. I like it. I know that Ripple doesn't like it so much, but make your choice. So in other words, sol, fa, mi, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, this way, fa, la, sol, fa, fa. If you want, la, sol, fa, mi, re, you can do la, sol, fa, mi, re, this way. Why? Because so it works because it's stepwise movement. La, sol, fa, mi, re, if you want. Fa, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, that way. What is a little strange, the fact that we don't have the same rhythm, and this is not possible at all in this position because the movement here is ascending and here is ascending, so we have a different situation in counterpoint. But what you can do is fa, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, fa, sol, la, da, da, fa, mi. You can do this anticipation fa, mi, in order to recall the sol, fa, mi, what you have later. So, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, sol, fa, la, sol, this would be parallel fifth if we do this way. Fa, la, sol, fa. So in that case, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, even because we are concluding the phrase. So this can be very nice. Let's play it again. Now, another question. What's the reason of this bar? Because according to this point, we have a complete 4/6 harmony. Maybe you want to do something like that. I don't know how much this 4/6 can be effective. First of all, there is something to fix, which is the final cadence. And in the final cadence, we need the 5/1. This way. Pum, 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 and that's okay. And because this is the final note, very long note, that way, and here, yes, right with an appoggiatura, without any doubts. Then, sol, 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 mi, fa, sol, mi, do. You may want to do an imitation of this. Fa, sol, fa. What you can do is sol, sol, mi, fa, sol, mi, do. You may decide to do an anticipation. So how? This way. Instead of starting with C, so you're arriving from D. Instead of C, use the other note, E, which is a stepwise note, and you can do an imitation of, so a crossing imitation. So mi, fa, sol, mi, do, sol, sol, mi, fa, ra, pom, pom, that way. So mi, fa, sol, mi, do, mi, fa, sol, mi, do, mi, fa, sol, mi, do. Now it's much better, but at least on the very end, sol, sol, mi, fa, fa, re, bass clef here, fa, re, sol, fa, sol, do. And so the second part of the minuet is much better. Let's play the second part. And now let's play the minuet from the beginning. So, or better, let's play the before and after. You know, when you go on a live website where you can see where you can buy some clothes, it is the before and after. before the magic pen, the Ripples pen, we have this. The Musicus Practicus pen, we have. I guess. And after, this is after. Here it is. So this is the Minuet, C major Minuet, now sounding much more baroque with these adjustments. Perfect. So see you in the next video. Then, if congratulations to Noah Orton. I was about to say Norton again. Noah Orton. So composed August 23. Saturday, August 23. So very recently. Today is September the 12th. And congratulations to Noah, because it's a very nice composition, and this way it's even better. Then, to all of you who are watching this video, if you want to learn to compose music in the Baroque style, you can get in touch with me, so I can better know your backgrounds, your personal backgrounds in harmony, composition, partimento, chorals, what you've ever already done and know. I know what's your keyboard level, if you can at least do simple things, and then we can schedule the perfect path for you to learn to compose and improvise music in the Baroque and even Renaissance style. So see you and join Patreon, because you find every day some new exclusive resources. See you. To make mistakes is human. To learn from them and persist, that's the way of a musicus practicus. Whether your musical goal may be, there is a secret formula to reach it. And no, it's not a magic trick, it's something much more concrete. Perseverance in good things. If you study every day, if you learn even just one small thing every day, you're moving forward, always. And one day, after a month, 6 months, a year, 10 years, you look back and realize you have become a different musician, step by step, without even noticing it. That's the spirit of a musicus practicus. That's why every day on Patreon I share new content to help you learn something new every day, support you on your path of study, inspire you with fresh ideas and new musical perspectives. One day we talk about musical rhetoric, another day I post an exclusive video on improvisation, and another day an article on Renaissance counterpoint, and so on. Don't miss this opportunity. The choices you make today will shape the musicians you'll become tomorrow. Join the Musicus Practicus community, join us on Patreon, and with a small monthly contribution you'll also be supporting this great global educational project. Go to the link, choose the contribution you want to give, and start learning every single day. To make mistakes is human. To learn from them and improve every day, that's the way of Musici Practici.